Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to Justin's House. In this video, I'm continuing my tour of Platform Analytics Workspace in ServiceNow, and I'm going to start somewhere else. I want to show you more about data visualizations, but before I do that, what I did is I've got up behind me the reporting module that we all know and love and have used in ServiceNow. So I've got the reports menu, I hit create new, and I came in here and it built a report. And I basically selected the incident table. And for the report type, you can see over here, I've got all these different options, right? So this is going to be really important for the next thing I'm about to show you. But I got some bar charts and some histograms. I got some pies and donuts. I got some time series, some multi-dimensional reports like scatter plots and pivot tables. I've got scores, and I've got just some other stuff, some more statistical box charts or control charts, maps, lists, more pivot tables, pyramids, trend boxes, and trends, okay? Not all of these are in Platform Analytics Workspace, so there's not complete feature parity yet with Platform Analytics, but a lot of them are already there. So I actually have the Analytics Center already pulled up. So if we hop over here, I'm going to go to data visualizations. I made a video of me creating some scores for my app, right? So in the previous video, I did all features. I did features needing review. I did my release note pages. I did sitemap parts, but that's just a score. I didn't show anything else. So in this video, you're going to get to see some different things. The first one is the calendar of risk events. Okay, so what I did is I selected the risk events table. I selected the calendar data visualization, and that's what you're seeing here behind me is what the calendar visualization looks like. Now this is a pretty complex report. I even wouldn't call it a report. You can see I've got functionality to change the day, move between times and the months. So I'm going to go back here to, I think it was August of 2021. Yeah, if I go to August, look at that. I've got actual risk events showing on my calendar. I can interact with these. If I come up here just above my head, I've got some stuff I can do for the agenda. So if I actually click on the 4th, I'll see the agenda items for the 4th show up. I could do some filtering. So this is like a calendar, but it's a calendar with a lot of extra features and functionality. If you look at the configuration for this calendar, I've got lots of options for this data visualization to set some titles, some descriptions. I've got the table that I'm looking at. I can set some filters. I can define what the start and end dates are to define when this shows up on the calendar. I can change the display fields for what's showing there. So all kinds of goodies, right? All kinds of good stuff there. Let's take a look at another one here. I set up several of these. This is going to be an area line chart. So I did the area line chart based on closed vulnerable items in the vulnerability response application. Let me get my head out of the way of the visualization itself. And you can see the number of closed vulnerable items went from 0 in June of 2022 to 93.1% that met their target to 79.5%. So this is an example of an area line graph and lots of configuration items similar to the calendar over here on the right. So again, lots of features, lots of functionality for that. Another one I put together for you is a column chart. So showing you basically what columns might look like in a graph. This one is the National Vulnerabilities Database that I've got connected for vulnerability management. And I've got this grouped on the date that they were published. So this is just an example of what that now looks like. So just picture all these sitting in your workspace and you being able to report on them. Very nice, easy to use, and also interactive like I've showed in my previous ones. Let's get to another one. We have a dial that I set up. This dial is showing the number of Docker containers that are operational, and nice and big there, number 44, but we can see, and now you can change the colors and you can change what the maximum value is here. It is behind my head. You can't really see it, but this is going from 0 to 100. What would have been nice is if I could have that value be a calculation based on something in my table, right? So how many is 44 related to the total number of Docker containers? I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I don't think it's there, but I don't know everything about this application yet. So that is a dial. I also set up a pivot table so you could see what a pivot table looks like. In this case, I pulled in project cost plans and then had the project name or demand name, it did both actually, along the left-hand side, and then the fiscal end period as columns over the top, and then it summed up I think I did sum, yeah, so you can, it's up behind my head. You can see the metric I chose here was the sum of the cost and functional currency. Got that set up, so I've got a nice pivot chart that I can add to a workspace workspace dashboard using that particular data visualization. So that's a pivot table. I've got two more here for you before we end. Risks by category. I did this as a bar chart or a vertical bar chart. So this is going to be the risks that have been logged. Some have no, well, let's just say some 6,900 have no category. Boy, the kind of risk manager is not going to be too happy. But then I've got operational, IT, legal, privacy, finance, project, reputational, patient safety, but a nice pretty bar chart that I can again add to a workspace. Last one here, Donut. This is another plug for my Tokyo Features app that is in my PDI. I made a donut showing all of the release, or all of the features that I found in the Tokyo release that are grouped by the release note page. So if you saw it last Friday, I did a video on the ServiceNow store release notes, and so there was a ton in there. But next, right after that, is Virtual Agent, followed by Service Catalog, followed by Software Asset Management, Customer Service Management, and then on down, all to the very small ones there. So that's the data visualizations, so the rest of them besides scores in the Platform Analytics Workspace. Just check out for other videos that I'm doing. I'm covering this whole workspace and everything it can do. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in reporting in the next experience in ServiceNow. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.